Hello. I didn't see you there. I didn't think you would come, to be honest. Welcome to the main drag. The music. Love it. Just a cautionary tale, though. When, if the music stops. Let's hope it doesn't. But if it does, it means we need to book it and book it fast. The cops are on their way. So, be honest, how long did it take for you to learn the knock? Show me. Knock, knock, knock. Giddy up, giddy up. Knock, 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 knock. Giddy up, knock, knock. Okay, it's not that difficult. You're a quick learner. Well, this here is a Dubonnet. Have you tried it? Oh, it's lovely. I drink anything French. The bartender, he's a bit of a lounge lizard. He tends to get dizzy with the dames quite a bit, especially as of lately, but he's really good at what he does. He can pretty much fix you any prescription you need. I love your marbles, they're so beautiful. And this dress, this is a new dress. I thought so. Lovely colors on you. Very spiffy. Perfect for the occasion. So, any gossip? Sing to me. How are you loving the cabaret? That song you sang last night, what was it called again? Oh, had everyone swooning over you. I'm sure you felt all the eyes on you. You're the main attraction as of late. So, do you see any fellas? Anyone that catches your eye? Well, there's a few I've seen here. That's Tommy Riccone. He's a new shark, so you have to be very particular with what you say to him, or else it might be in tomorrow's paper. And although he may seem very interested in you, he's always looking for the next best story. Yeah, better than his last. Just be careful. Oh no, I'm not speaking from experience. Who else? William Hale Thompson. Now he is a politician, Republican. Oh, don't worry. He's really good with bootleggers. Yeah, everyone loves him. And when I say everyone, I even mean Capone. He's made a lot of promises. He claims if he becomes the next mayor, he'll make all of the illegal saloons legal again. I can't say if he's all talk, but seems promising. Well, Capone seems to believe him. He did give him $250,000 for his campaign. What I would do with that money, can you imagine? Anyways, he's nice. Oh, that's Richard Arson. He's an op, aka detective. Don't worry. No. He's no Izzy or Mo. Those guys are infamous. Big booze snoopers. No. You see, he's not really from around here, so he doesn't really know the ins and outs like most of us. Good for us. Bad for him. He's from Michigan. Yeah, if you talk to him for just a little bit, you can hear the accent. It's quite dreamy, actually. From what I can see, Richard is doing more hiding than anything else. I just think he wants to get away, especially with what happened to him. He was the lead investigator of this really big heist. The Farmer State Bank heist. Have you heard of it? Well, 6 thieves, and they stole $70,000 in bonds, gold, and cash. Can you believe it? It's still a mystery. Yeah, I think he's just drowning in his sorrows, in his woes. Plus, his lady left him, so he's dealing with a lot. Let's just say that. Henry Stewart. Well, he sure is a looker. He's probably the youngest one in the bunch. What can I say about Henry? Everyone calls him Stewie. Little Stewie. I'm not sure if he likes it or despises it. His mom and pop, they own a bakery. Very Italian. They make the best baked goods, but bread isn't the only thing that they're baking, if you get what I mean. They make the best Italian bread with their homemade garlic butter and a good old side of racketeering. But you didn't hear that from me. I know what you're thinking. They all spell T-R-O-U-B-L-E. But then again, isn't that why we're here? Where did this cake-eating bartender go? Would you like a drink? Oh well, I can make one for you. I can't say it'll be the best drink, but I'll sure try. I have the bartender book right here. It has all the recipes. I'm sure I can mix and whip something up. see. Well, from the looks of it, bartending is quite the art. Look at all of these lovely glasses for all of the different drinks. We have the goblet, the colonial style, the brandy inhaler, the cocktail sherry wine, the highball, tall punch, fizzies, lemonade, juleps, etc. Number 7 here is the red wine. Number 8 is champagne, burgundy, etc. The Booze Cafe. Sparkling wine. Sweet wines. We have the old-fashioned cocktail and toddy glass. Almost looks like a whiskey glass, but a bit larger. 13 is brandies and rum. And then we have liqueurs and cordials. The white dinner wine, the whiskey glass, and the whiskey sour. What's your drink of choice? Cocktails. Got it. Let's see if there's a list of cocktails. Ah yes, cocktails. Cocktail is a name given to a certain class of mixed drinks originating in this country. The distinction for their origin has been given to Betsy Flanagan, who was a barmaid at Hall's Corner, now known as O'Brien's Ledger House at Elmsford, New York. She had been serving some of her own concoctions known as Betsy's Bracers to officers temporarily quartered at the inn during the American Revolution. It was her custom to dress the glasses on her bar with the tail feathers of fowl, which inspired the name of cocktail for her concoctions. We have the Alexander cocktail, some gin, some creme de cacao. We have Applejack cocktail, a little bit of Applejack, 1 jigger, 3 dashes of raspberry syrup, and 3 dashes of gum syrup. We have the Aviation cocktail, 1 jigger of Applejack, 1 pony of lime juice, 1 dash of absinthe, and 2 or 3 dashes of grenadine, my favorite. We have the Bamboo cocktail, 1 pony sherry wine, 1 pony French vermouth, and 2 dashes of orange bitters. Let's see what else. We have the Bronx cocktail, 1/3 of French vermouth, 1/3 of Italian vermouth, 1/3 of gin, 3 dashes of orange bitters, and 1 slice of orange. Coffee cocktail, 1 fresh egg, 1 teaspoonful of powdered sugar, 1 wine glass of port wine, 1 pony brandy, and grate a little nutmeg on top. delightful. The Emerald cocktail has 1 pony of Irish whiskey, 1 pony of Italian vermouth, and 1 pony of Scotch whiskey. The Japanese cocktail, 1 tablespoon of orgeat syrup, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, and 1 jigger of brandy. What are you in the mood for? Something citrusy, but not orange. Okay. The sidecar. 1 pony of Conchu or triple sec, 1 pony of cognac, 1 pony of lemon juice, 1 white of an egg. Give the rim of the glass a frosted effect with powdered sugar. Grapefruit, let's see. Well, we have the Colony cocktail that has a little bit of grape juice and maraschino liqueur. Okay, well then that's the one. Let me go ahead and make it for you. Wish me luck as I make you your Colony cocktail. I have your glass, I have the gin, I have the Luxardo Maraschino Original Liqueur. I have the grapefruit for the grapefruit juice. I have some grapefruit slices for you as well for the garnish. And I have some ice. So let's begin. So we're going to start by adding the gin. So let me move this onto the side and let's start. So 1 shot of gin. And a half shot of gin. So there we have that. Perfect. Next we will do a 1/4 shots of the maraschino liqueur. So just a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Next, I'm going to squeeze in the grapefruit. Perfect. And now it is time to shake, shake, shake. And voila. You can see just how chilled this is now. So let me grab your glass. And we are going to pour. And now we are going to add the grapefruit garnish. And voila. There's your colony cocktail. Ta-da! How does it look? Well, it's my first time fixing a drink, so I must say I'm very proud of myself. Tell me what you think, and be brutally honest. We're friends after all, right? I'll just put it right here, and you just take a sip. Oh no, I'm not gonna have another. I'll be on the floor if I do. What do I do here in a place like this? Well, we work in the cabaret where we are the entertainment. Always the center of attention. I'm not complaining, but in my after hours, I like to sit back, be a fly in the wall. Let the entertainment come to me. To be honest, I like to read. A theater magazine, of course. And the newspaper. That's the best way to get all the gossip. I'll show you. This is the theater magazine. It is so grand. Great reading material, but of course the images are the best part. Her makeup is so beautiful. I love the shades of aqua green and blue. And her eyes are violet silver. And I love how dark her hair is, with a slight curl at the bottom. And this lip, a beautiful rosy red. Theater magazine, only 35 cents. Yeah, we can take a look. Here we have a lovely ad. This is for the United American Lines and the Hamburg American Line. Their joint service. Those who have crossed more than once invariably choose their ship with care. Steamers Deluxe and cabin steamers. Reliance, Resolute, Albert Bowen, Deutschland, Hansa, Cleveland, Thuringia, and Mount Clay. Interesting. I love looking at all the colors used in the fashion. This, I believe, is another ad. Pearls, jewels, precious stones, Tressier & Co. 565th Avenue, New York. Palm Beach. Jeanette Building, Lake Trail. Well, this sure does fascinate me, as I am dying to go to Europe. Do you know how little it costs? Well, let me tell you. You can make a 6-week tour of Europe and return, all expenses included, for $525 with superior cabin or second-class accommodations. Send the information blank below for your government's new illustrated booklet, Economy Trips to Europe. Interesting. Hungry hearts groping for the moon. Let's see. Would you see the garrets where poor bewitched Trilby loved and sang and died? The haunts of Rodin and Anatole France. The alleys where valiant Jean Christophe starved and triumphed. Highways of 1,000 ambitions by ways of 1,000 romances. Here they all are. The Quartier Latin, eternal bohemia of unreal varieties. Lodestar of the moonstruck children of art. Mark it well. It is part of the glorious spirit of France. Part of the spirit that so impresses you once you step aboard a French line ship. For every French line ship is France in miniature. In service, atmosphere, convenience, cuisine. Every ship has its retinue trained in the veritable spirit. Charming little attentions for guests, achieved only by the French. Whether you plan a quick trip on an express liner or a leisurely crossing, the French line service provides the route ideal. It is the line of the experienced travelers. Who invented the modern hotel? United Hotels Company. Who replaced endless flights of stairs with swift elevators? Who introduced telephones instead of speaking tubes and push buttons? Who speeded up the service, made it courteous instead, or grudging intelligent instead of blundering? Who took the speculative element out of dinners and luncheons? Who decided that hotel rooms must be perfectly ventilated, neither too warm nor too cold, and that a hotel bed should be as inviting and comfortable as one at home? These ads are so telling. Window dressings. I love a good lacy curtain. These are curtains that are great for the colder weather to give the appearance of sun. Curtain your windows with sun-proof sunshine. The use of a touch of color is the latest vogue in window curtaining. It may be a golden tone to give the room a cheerful, sunny character, even on sunless days. Interesting. Let's see. a perfume ad. This looks delightful. This is the Le Narcisse Noir Caron Patty. This looks really, really fancy. Jane Cowell as Cleopatra. Isn't she stunning? Her face absolutely says it all. Then we have this lovely photo, The Soul's Awakening, an expression of spiritual exaltation by Amemia, posed by Mina Mazzo. I love how fluid she is in her movement. Don't blame the government attacks. It is rather comical to find Augustus Thomas, executive head of the Producing Managers Association, protesting against the proposed increase of the tax on theater tickets to pay the soldiers' bonus on the ground that it will hurt the theater business. Mr. Thomas says that the theater business has already been hurt enough by the existing tax, that to tax it more would practically drive it into bankruptcy. Oh wow. Why sing French opera in Italian? Even an opera house can't have its cake and eat it too. This fact ought to be pondered by the management of our own Metropolitan, which has frowned upon giving operas in English translations, on rather absurd theory that translated operas are not act. Well, that's a peculiar thought. The exigencies of wartime feeling might be pleaded by the Metropolitan for its recent experiment of Wagner in English, especially as it has now gone back to its former policy of giving the Wagnerian works in the original German. But what can it plead in the case of Boris Godunov and L'Africaine? Interesting reads. Look at this. Looks like a dance sequence. A study in poetic action by Earl Emley, made with a camera of his own invention, which reduces all semblance of harsh detail and suggests rather than defines. Silhouette poetry. Oh, this is an interesting article. Bringing exotic art to Broadway. Americans are the greatest connoisseurs of artistry in the world, and that is why, to satisfy their demands for the very best there is in art, I find it necessary to draw on foreign countries for talent. By that, I do not mean to imply that this country is devoid of artists. We have plenty of them, but why confine the source of supply to one country? I concur. This is Mr. Sam Harris, the gentle angel who reconciled art and Irving Berlin. Look at this. After the show, the real New Yorkers always wish they had gone someplace else. I Einstein revolutionized higher mathematics, so did prohibition. A waiter erasing the evidence. There's so much to see and read in these magazines. Look at those costumes. I know the ads are your favorite. Here are some more Bergdorf Goodman. One of the new crepe frocks, printed in black and yellow, worn by Zeta Moulton. Millard. Menthe Melange mixture, 15 mints, delightfully refreshing. Do you like mints? Me as well. Makeup. This is a treasure. How do you carry your beauty aids? Today's way of carrying one's beauty helps is in a treasure. The complete compact, a treasure chest as dainty as it is convenient. Within a case of jewel-like artistry, treasure holds powder, rouge, and lipstick. The powder in the upper compartment is fragrant with captivating Jolie Memoir, a delightful new French odor that is subtle and alluring. A miniature jar below, released upon a slight touch, holds the rouge and lipstick. It's like magic. Treasure in all its completeness is for sale at all shops with powder and rouge in your favorite shade. Priced at $1.25, complete refills at 75 cents. Everywhere or sent by mail on receipt of price. To reveal hair loveliness. Your hair is absolutely stunning. Beautiful hair is healthy hair. Well nourished, vital, brilliant. Packer's liquid shampoo is made for the woman who wishes to maintain her hair at its best, to give it the health of regular and safe shampoos. In large bottles at all drug and department stores. Everyone dreams to own a Lincoln. This one is a beautiful burgundy. Matches my nails. Innovation may catch the popular fancy, but the expert knows that a new departure is an advancement only when it extends the sound application of authoritative principles. When it meets that test, he sanctions the unconventional design for practical use. Every exclusive feature in the Lincoln car was so selected, each proved itself technically sound, each became an essential factor in making this car indisputably a masterpiece. The Lincoln Motor Company. And then we have some furniture pieces as well. From Victrola, the Victor Talking Machine Company. Yes, very beautiful. Are you more into mahogany, oak, or walnut? Yes, the rich mahogany. I agree. De Luca, Bore, and Martinelli. Those are the furniture artistes. Well, if you would like to take a deeper look into this magazine, of course, you know, you can have it. As long as you give it back, of course. As for the newspaper, my favorite newspaper is the Herald Examiner. I'll be honest with you, I have quite the peculiar fascination for the morbid, the forgotten, the naive, the betrayed, the slain. You see, you will find in these newspapers all walks of life and death. I tend to clip out certain articles that I find interesting. I have a few here. Would you like me to show you? Do you have a queasy stomach? Well, here we have Mystery in Their Deaths. This is Louise Pridge and Francis Pilkowski. Louise Pridge and Francis Pilkowski of Rochester, Minnesota, whose scantily clad bodies were found on the banks of the Sumbro River near Lake City, Minnesota. Reuben Kruger and Jess Sally of Plainview, Minnesota, were questioned and are said to admit they were with the girls on the fatal night. They said the girls collapsed and died while swimming, and the young men, frightened, fled. An examination of the victims' internal organs is being made to determine the cause of death. Very suspicious indeed. Yes, for them to both suddenly collapse as they're swimming, I can understand one, but two, it doesn't seem right. No. Now, this next one is not what you think. She does look innocent, she sure does. This is Ruth Snyder in 3 different poses. The top one here, when the top picture was taken, Ruth's friends called her Tommy and told her what a good sport she was during parties. The photo at the lower right was posed while she was on trial for the murder of her husband, Albert Snyder. And at the lower left is Ruth with an expression such as she wears in her cell in the Sing Sing death house, where she awaits execution. Here we have William Hushka, age 37, identified by cards in victim's pocket as fatality of the bonus battle. He was quite handsome, wasn't he? This one here, not as morbid. This one's kind of fun. This is the human cork. Blindfolded and tied to a chair, Norris Kellum, 30-year-old endurance swimmer from Culpeper, Virginia, is shown here as he started his attempt to break the world's record swim of a 100-hour doors at Battle Creek, Michigan. Oh, well, she is just beautiful. When Armour Phillips, husband of Clara Phillips, Hammer murderess, told the Los Angeles police that his life had been threatened, they rounded up Lilius Hutchins, aged 22, and blamed her for it. However, Lilius denied the accusation, although the police still inclined toward their theory. Ran Baby Mart. Mrs. Minnie Williams and her husband Clarence Hines are being held in the Los Angeles County Jail, charged with wholesale buying and selling of babies. And well, I just have so many others. But there was no interesting pieces to clip from this newspaper. However, do you like comics? Let's go ahead and read Toots and Casper. Honest Toots, every time you've seen me holding that photo of Doris was because I was showing it to Baby, and I didn't want him to get it full of finger marks. I'm going to have the photo put in a glass frame, Casper, then finger marks won't hurt it. Take the photo out of the folder, Toots. That's right, then it won't take such a large frame. Baby is chasing after the folder. Golly, now it dawns on me. Da. What dawns on you, Casper? Why, it ain't the photo of Doris that Baby is interested in, Toots. It's the fancy scroll work on the folder that's caught his eye all this time. Da. Well, those comics are innocent and not that funny. So, have you thought of which fella you're gonna approach? No pressure. You don't have to talk to any of them. But I've been spitting at you for far too long. I know, I do a lot of talking. I have to admit, it's one of my strengths. So, did the cocktail help you muster up some courage? Great. Well, tell you what, I'm gonna powder up your face, give you a bit more color on those lips with some lipstick, and off you go. Okay, let's start by powdering your face, so just close your eyes. Perfect. And your lips. How do you feel about this color? Great. Pucker up. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, go bath